Well, it's the Gras Orlov show. Here we are in scenic Scrotum, Texas. It's a beautiful town, and I'm going to explore the downtown. There's supposed to be some antique stores down here, so let's see what kind of stuff we got in this town of Scrotum. Let's see here. There's a bank. Now, I saw there was a comic book store called Heroes World or something like that, and it was, what's this sign say? No parking loading zone. Maybe I can park behind this vehicle. It said there was a damn comic book store, but then Siri told me it was permanently closed. So, what a shame. It was supposed to be a half-mile from here. Let's take a look at this town. That looks like that almost could have been a movie theater at one time, and I bet it was. But it says Cowboy Bible Class. I'm gonna take my coat off because it's kind of warm out here. Nice spring day in January. There's Buffalo Bob's Steakhouse, Betsy's Boutique. This is a lifestyle and gift store. Gourmet Kitchen and More Store. They sell cheesecake here. Tattoo removal, photo facials, microderm, Botox. Oh, an antique store. How cool. Here we go. Main Street Antiques.
Excuse me, I'm
so sorry. That's all right. Look through the records, but I've got to save my money. This is a deceptively large antique mall. Oh, here's one of these. $45 firm. I already have one. But so DVDs are officially antiques now. Uh-oh. I don't want to get a copyright strike with this music. I better make it quick. Let's see. Okay. Pretty nice. This isn't too bad. I could probably have a booth in a mall like this.
Oh, okay. There's one booth in my
Hey, how are you?
Excuse me.
Good.
Oh, this must be a restaurant. Oh, I think I see what's going on. Drink wine and eat cookies. This is an old Sinclair gas station. But I guess it's been turned into a restaurant. Oh, yeah. Coffee, wine, beer, soup, sandwiches, salads. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I took my coat off because it was so hot in the car. Now when I'm out here and the wind is very chilly, that might have been a mistake. So it's a nice downtown. Some downtowns in Texas are all boarded up and look like ghost towns. This is pretty thriving. So the economy seems to be okay here in Scrotum. Again, we're broadcasting to you live today from Scrotum, Texas. It's late January 2022. Here's the Groucho Orloff Show, episode something or other, 492, I think. Waiting to cross the street safely, like a good citizen, like Batman taught me to. I hear there's some good stores coming up here, but gotta cross safely. All right. Trucks that empty septic tanks. I don't think they're going to give me a chance to go. Sure they got me, man. Come on. I bet this is real pretty when it's lit up with Christmas tree lights and everything. Oh, I can walk. It's a miracle. I've got 15 seconds to get across. Look at the old train station over there. It's 11:38 a.m. on a Friday. Oh, here's Taco Dive, Cocina y Cantina. So, pretty neat. And here's the Bowery, established 1884. The Bowery. And this is some satanic thing. I guess this is a waterfall that's not currently working. It's unplugged. This is an altar where they sacrifice people to the Bowery gods. There's the, what they have, it says, feed me tacos and tell me I'm pretty. Gallery gift shop is open. See, this street is closed where cars can't drive down it. And so I guess bands perform over here. Ice cream bar. Uh-oh, and copywritten music too. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Future Site WCA Performance Center. I don't know what WCA means. This is pottery. There's a karate studio. Oh, games and pop culture. Keep it nerdy. That could be a cool place. Take a look at that. Hi. Good. Hey, I'm thinking about moving to the area, so I'm just walking around and sightseeing to see the Bowery. And is this the closest thing to like a comic book store that?
Yeah. We're actually going to be participating in a free comic book day.
Oh, cool.
So
It's May 1st.
is it? I don't know.
I think so.
I have to pre-order like a few months in advance. So
Do you sell comics much?
well, so the other place was we had a comic book store here briefly, but it didn't do too well.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of afraid to go.
I got you. Yeah.
So I will be. So I'm doing the free comic book day thing, and then in February, actually next month, there's a couple of Marvel titles that are coming out that are new that I ordered a couple copies of to kind of see how they do.
You're just sticking your toe in.
Yeah, right. But I am doing a lot of the manga. I do have graphic novels.
Oh, cool. Well, my wife and I fell in love with this house, so I drove 2 hours from Arlington to see it. She couldn't come today.
Oh.
So, and I'm a huge comic collector, and I collect all kinds of stuff.
Oh, okay.
I've got so it would take forever for us to move. I've got like 14 pinball machines. But anyway, so and I saw there was a comic store a half a mile from the house, and then it turns out it's permanently closed. So it must be Heroes something or other.
Yeah,
they were right there, huh?
Yeah.
And they just did miserably. Or did
That I know of.
Did COVID kill them? Or?
No, they died before COVID.
Oh, so just people. It's not enough of a market for.
Right. I mean, I don't know. This place is very. They like the idea. I mean, even this. Got the game room and all that stuff, but sometimes I'm second guessing. For a second, like, what was I thinking?
Well, so what? What do you mean? Like, you have pool and foosball and
pool, foosball, arcades. Then I have like consoles. Then I have a variety of systems.
Okay.
I have like thousands of games on it. So I have like Atari, Nintendo.
So how long have you been open?
Since June.
Okay.
And then here in a few weeks, I'm hoping to get my cafe part going, which will do coffee, loaded grilled cheeses.
Oh, okay.
I got a cereal bar for famous like cereal. So.
Yeah. So.
So I'm trying to do a little jack of all trades thing.
Yeah.
So.
I'm recording, but it's just for my wife. I'm not putting it on YouTube or anything. So that's why I'm holding my camera like this, because she wants to see the town.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got some cool stuff. I've been working at this little comic shop in Grand Prairie. I retired as a teacher right before COVID, right as COVID started. That school year, and so I was off for a year, and then I go there and I'm like going through they've got all these boxes in the back room. I'm going through and finding all the cool stuff and pricing it for them and everything. Yeah, this has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have so there's a.
Yeah,
Can you just walk straight through?
Yes, sir. Just like a step right here.
So people can eat and then go and play games.
Yes.
So you can go in through either side. I guess the Bowery is real big at night, huh?
Yeah. I'm hoping get a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and players going on.
Yeah. Right.
We actually do Magic the Gathering. I'm trying to get that going on Fridays.
Okay.
So then we have board games, all different kinds of board games people can come in and play.
Yeah, up there everyone's into Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's like oh wow. Yeah, this is great.
So yeah, this is still maybe a couple weeks off. I gotta get my TV mounted because I want to have some movies streaming in here.
But you don't have a liquor license though.
No.
You wouldn't want to do that. You want to keep it like kid friendly.
Yes. I do want to make it where parents can drop their kids off.
Yeah, that would be horrible. Yeah, you'd be in the newspaper. Oh boy. Yeah, this is cool. So what else is cool in the Bowery? I just walked over here and parked.
Me personally, nothing else. It's Goofy Goobers. They do. They're around the corner here, and they're a small shop. They do cards. They're more card focused. Sports cards.
Okay.
They do Pokemon cards, stuff like that. So they have some other stuff, but they're kind of a little bit of a different niche than I am. So,
Okay.
Besides that, though, like as a dude that's walking around, there's a lot of stuff for women.
Well, I mean, sometimes you can find cool stuff in an antique store. I just walked in one. Are there more than one around?
I think.
What are the best places to eat?
Well, Z's is pretty good.
Which one's that?
They're right over here. That's the back entrance for them. Uh,
Oh, okay.
But they're ice cream, and then they have pretty good menu items. Bob's is relatively new. Bob's Steakhouse. I have not been there. Heard they're pretty pricey though.
Well, what is the rent if I wanted to open a store? I see this for lease. Not that I would be against what you're doing, but is it cheap? Is it affordable?
I mean, I was actually located there 3 years ago.
Oh, you were?
Oh, yeah. And my rent at the time, almost 4 years ago now, it's like almost $1,000 a month.
Okay.
So.
And
it just depends. The guy that owns this place.
Okay.
Vic Clark. He's a good guy.
Dick Clark?
Vic.
Oh, Vic Clark. Okay, I was thinking he's got a famous doppelganger. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Like compared to a big.
Oh yeah, I'm sure compared to like Arlington.
Yeah, what's the rent? I know it's personal, but what for all of this?
I don't know. I haven't started paying on the whole thing yet. I know on this side, he was doing $700 for me.
Oh, that's great.
So.
Well, that's great.
We haven't really discussed the whole building yet, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like he's a very flexible, nice guy then.
Yeah, and he really likes my concept.
Yeah, well, if you can get more, like, if you're set up, or you can have a whole, are you planning to get more arcade machines?
Well, I want to get some more arcade machines. That'd be great, but money, I'm just doing as little at a time, and that's not because I'm doing it all myself.
Right.
So I don't have any kind of investor.
Right. The new thing, like, I guess in the, they have one in Arlington and some around in Dallas. They have these places like a 1980s arcade, just filled with all the old machines. But then you go in and you pay $10, and they serve beer, so it's an adult thing.
My brother actually goes to.
Yeah. But it's like you're at a time where back to the 80s. They've got all the machines. Of course, you got to have someone keeping them working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally, I want to get a couple bookshelves and put my books.
Yeah.
I want to I want to dabble into some comics, and then actually do some books that kind of go with the themes of the store. Movies. The stuff that goes with it. Like,
well, if we do move here, would you take stuff on consignment?
I do, actually.
Oh, I've got tons of old comics that I've got duplicates of and stuff. And because it may be that was that store that was open. Did it have old comics, or was it just the new stuff that came up?
I think he was just doing new stuff.
Well, a lot of this new stuff is just crap.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's really perverse and promoting all these horrible political agendas of today. But the old stuff like this era, if you had a lot of that would, I haven't really gotten my finger on because I've only been in town since 10.
Right.
So I'm trying to get my finger on the pulse. Is it a pretty conservative town? I think that's good. I don't know how you feel about that.
It's kind of a town torn between wanting to stay small and have we need growth
without the crime.
Yeah.
And it's pretty crime free. It seems to be.
Yeah. No. I have a lot of children, so I feel safe with my children.
Okay, that's good. Because that's the thing, we're just wanting to get out. Because any time the whole world could go, all the food could stop. And this house I was looking at has a place where it's got a garden in the back, and then it's got an indoor well. I'm saying I'm ready for. If we move here, we're ready for the apocalypse.
Right.
This is a nice rack. That looks like it might be a vintage rack. Did you find that?
Actually, I have a buddy that helped do some things at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Had that for me to be able to put up.
That's good.
For display.
That actually could be worth a couple $100. What's a shame is there's probably something there that written there at some point. Got painted over. Wonder if it's to strip the paint off. But yeah, if people collect up. I have one of those old spinner racks from they used to have comics.
Oh yeah.
That are worth a lot of money now. I got it for $20 from a comic store that was getting rid of it back in the '90s. Those are, yeah, man.
I definitely would do something like that. Generally, we just agree on a percentage of,
yeah,
and then and then actually what I do, very, very good with it. So with the consignment deal, I just whenever I make the sale, I'll shoot you a text or whatever and go, hey, I totally sold this right here, and then put your money off to the side.
I've got so much stuff that it would fill this store, old movie posters and everything. It might actually be a good deal, because there'd be no echo from the walls, because I've got so much stuff. And a lot of, I'm realizing as I'm going through my comics that I have like duplicates of some real important stuff, like the first issue with the Black Widow in it from Tales of Suspense. It's like, wow, why do I have 3 copies of this? Because over in the 80s, I kept buying it, not when it wasn't that expensive, not realizing I already had it. So you didn't have your phone to look up, do I have this already? So yeah, this is a really great concept you've got. And it's like at night, how are a lot of people come at night here? Or is it's more touristy in the day? Or is it never?
So the store part, Thursday, I'll start seeing a little traffic. Friday, Saturday. Saturday is usually always the best day. Sundays are hit and miss.